Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you again. This is installation tips from IKEA today. This is your girl, Tammy B. Jones, and I'm doing a DETOLF Curio. It's clear glass, and I love it. And the direction says, hey, you can't be one person and do this. You have to be two. So, me, I'm hard headed. My husband's at work, my daughter's at school. I am home alone. So, guess what? I don't have any patience, so we're going to get it done anyway, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that I don't break the glass. See, it just keeps telling you you need two people for this job. So get two people if you tackle this job. However, I'm going to pull out all the tools and supplies that IKEA prepared so nicely for you, and everything was just the right amount, nothing missing. And I'm just laying out those great things you see are feet. And these are the handles for the glass door and the screws and everything else that supports it. That's also for the glass doors. Um, that's how you connect the glass doors to the cabinet. So you got all your tools. All you need is a screwdriver. Here's the tools. These are the first set of tools you'll need, and this little wrench that comes with it. And this also goes in. This is the magnet that keeps the door tightly shut or easily to open. The bottom slab is 4 holes. It has 6 holes actually, but the 4 tiniest ones are the ones you're going to put these big, weak looking frames in. They are very flimsy, you guys. I was like second guessing it, but let me tell you, it tightens up nicely. So it worked out perfectly. So I'm going to insert them, and they said in the directions that you should lay this sideways on the floor to do this part. But trust me, you might want to watch this video if you plan to get this curio, because I put this together 3 times incorrectly, and I've had to take it apart and start it all over. And now you get to see, you get to see me do that. This is my second one that I'm building for today because I bought 2. And now we're going to screw these screws on, and we're going to use this little tool to do it. So we're just going to put the screws on my hand as tight as we can possibly get them. You don't need anything but this little screw, but I did get a hammer. And oh yeah, you do need a screwdriver. So once I get them tightened up, don't worry about the extra length of wire you see hanging out. When you stand it up, it's going to go in flat up against the slab of wood at the bottom. And you see those little grooves? That's where the glass will slide in perfectly. Now these 2 plastic things are very important. The first time I put it together, I did not have them.
This little symbol. Can you see that? It's got writing on it. Okay, so we're gonna take this and slide it on. See how that looks? Little grooves. So we're gonna put one of these.
This is very important. You cannot have this shelf without those plastic pieces. And the best suggestion is the loose side is the side that you put on the glass. And the reason why I showed you those little printouts that's on the glass as a sticker, because that lets you know that is the back glass pane. That is the largest glass pane in your box.
So now what I did was I put the little plastic strip. If you can see that little strip, it's on the dresser. Then we have one more
Not dresser,
for each side.
curio shelf. Sorry about that. And excuse my ashy hands, you guys. I've been working and opening those boxes and taking this.
So now we have 2 pieces on each side.
You have 2 panels on each side. But what I was saying about my hands is I've been opening boxes and closing boxes, so yeah, they're gonna be pretty rough looking. And plus, it's early in the morning. Most of my work is done when I wake up, and once I drop my daughter out for school, I start playing around the house. finding stuff to do. Okay, so I got my glass in now, and I'm making sure that it's in the grooves, right, the little indentions. And because it's not secure, you need two people. But since I don't have a third person, or I mean, I'm sorry, a second person, I use my couch as my assistant.
Okay, we have both sides on, and so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the top on. It's two. So we know that this is gonna slide on the top.
When I was saying the two, that means it had two big holes for the door for the front. See how loose those wires are? But once you put this top on, everything is going to make a tight fit and it's going to all make sense, you guys. So now that I am putting this top on, let me tell you, you probably want to try this with gloves because I had a lot of
for this little piece. I found it difficult to put it in, so I'm gonna take this top off. I'm gonna show you. This little piece is gonna go in this hole right here. You see how it's so hard to get into that hole? And I'm just gonna take the hammer and beat it down.
What I was saying about that glass, see all my fingerprints? You're gonna need some major windows.
Now I have it. It's like a little magnet.
So wear gloves, please. Now let's get this lid on. See those metal rods? Okay, they're the main support. So once you get them through the little 4 holes, you put your screw bolts on and you take that little squiggly thing again and you wind it up until your screws are tight. Now be careful not to make it too tight because the glass will bend and eventually break. Now for adding the feet. There are 4 little pinholes at the bottom. And what I'm going to do is add the screws to the feet, and we're going to screw them in the already pre-screwed pinholes. So this part was a cinch. Didn't take long. Wasn't no sense to, dwelling on the video to show you all 4 screws. So I just did a couple and I moved right along. It was so easy to do. So I'm really loving how this bookshelf is looking. Like I said, I've already put one together and that first one took me 3 tries. Okay, so now we are working on the door and I am excited that I'm almost finished. So I'm screwed on the handle, but let me just tell you, you want to leave the top screw undone so that you can slide the door in and then screw it while the door is on the cabinet. That's the only way you're going to get that door on. And I'll show you right here. Now, that's the handle and it's magnetic. See the magnet? And this is the screw that you want to leave off until last. This is the curio, you guys, and these are items that I'm hauling, so I can't share too much, but I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you love that, and you'll see it soon. Love you guys. Bye. Go out and get that curio, you guys.